Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen again. It's so cold outside we can't really get out and do much, so we have to film from the kitchen. And it's been a cold day today, and I just got the horses in and got them fed. I still got my barn clothes on. And today Joe had a dental appointment this afternoon, so we went out for that. And I stopped at Goodwill on my way home, and I found a neat flannel button-up shirt that was like denim. It looked like denim, but it was flannel. And so I got in the laundry to wash it. I can't wait to wear it. It's so soft. And it looked brand new, didn't it, honey?
Yeah.
And then I got another little jacket, a tapestry-like jacket. I'll show it to you later in this video. But both of them are over there in the laundry. So I was excited to get that. And I found some rubber boots that I could get on easily to get to the barn with my heavy socks. So I was tickled to death. I've already tried those out this afternoon and they worked great. But what's for supper? Well, last video I made the deer meat soup and we enjoyed that thoroughly, didn't we, honey?
Yes.
Come over here. He's standing behind the camera.
That's okay. I'll be right
Come over here. People want to see who's talking to him. He still has his jacket on. He was a little chilly. Come on over. Come on in.
Come on over.
Back up a little bit. He's taller than me.
You want to lower this thing?
Anyway, we really enjoyed that deer soup, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Every time we'd eat it, Joe said, "This is so good. I can't believe how good this is."
That's what I said.
So
And I meant it too.
we ate all of it. So we need something for supper tonight, and I dreamed this recipe last night, and I just have to try it and see how it turns out. I'm going to use the base of that soup mix, the deer meat soup, just the base ingredients. But then I'm going to add turnip from the garden. I just went down and picked a couple of turnips out of the garden, and I've got sweet potato. My sweet potatoes I grew in the grow bag in the garden. I started to peel it and I thought, I need to video this in case it turns out good. I might be onto something. So I'm going to peel this little bit of sweet potato and put in there. And I've got 1 stalk of celery, 2 small carrots chopped up, and a half of a sweet onion. And I'm going to put them in the pot that's heating up with some avocado oil and let them saute until the vegetables are soft, probably 8 to 10 minutes. And then we'll come back and show you what I do from there on. But instead of deer meat, I had some leftover ham, and that's the meat that we're going to put in the soup. So it may be a flop, it may be delicious. But we're going to try a half recipe just in case and see how it turns out.
That's correct.
But we like turnips and sweet potatoes and all this stuff. So even without the meat, I think it would be good. So anyway, we'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Okay, the oil is smoking hot. So here's all the vegetables I've got going in. I've got the turnip, carrot, celery, onion, and sweet potato. So here they go. We'll let these cook until they're tender, probably about 10 minutes or so. Alright, the vegetables are translucent and tender, so now I'm going to add the garlic. And I used all of my jarred minced garlic last week in the recipe, so I'm using 3 cloves of garlic and mincing it up in this one. The recipe called for 3 cloves in the full recipe, but I like garlic, so I'm going to go ahead and use all of that. These are 3 small cloves. that cook just for a minute longer. And I've decided not to put the ham in the soup. We're putting beans in it, so that's a good source of protein and fiber, so I'm going to leave the ham out. And it will be a meatless soup. And if Joe wants ham, I'll heat him up some or dice him some up in his cup of soup. Also, I'm going to add some Italian seasoning at this point. A teaspoon. And maybe just a little bit more. Man, that smells good. Okay, now I'm going to add the can of navy beans. You don't rinse them or anything. You put the whole can in. I don't have fire roasted tomatoes tonight, so I'm just going to use the regular diced tomatoes. And put some chicken broth, and I've got about 2 cups, maybe a little bit extra here ready to go in. And I'm going to put some thyme in there too. Where's my thyme? There it is. And I'm going to use like a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. And just a little bit of red pepper flakes. Just too much. Like that right there. I'm also going to put a little black pepper and a little bit of salt while it's coming to a boil. I'm going to measure that out. I'm going to do about 1/2 of a teaspoon of black pepper and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. A little less than that. There we go. Okay, the soup seems to be a little too runny to me without the bulk of the meat that's in it. So I'm going to add another can of beans. And I don't have any more navy beans, but I have Lux mixed beans. So that's what I'm going to put in it, and I think that will help thicken it up. Oh yeah, I can already tell that's going to help. Okay, the soup is just now starting to come to a boil. So once it comes to a rolling boil, I'll turn the heat down to just a simmer and let it simmer for about 15 or 20 minutes, and it will be ready to eat. While that's simmering, I'll go back to the barn and let Skipper out of the stall for the night. Oh, Joe just said he's reading the Bible. But I wanted to come on and show you the 2 things that I got at Goodwill the other day I told you about. The boots are outside, so I can't show you those. But this is the denim flannel shirt, button up. Back. It's so soft and it washed up good. And right there. This is the tapestry jacket. I love the texture in it and the colors. And I'm looking to pairing it with things I think it will go with a lot, like black pants, or I got some gold suede pants. It'll go good with denim. So, it's really good shape, and it washed up good too. Our soup is ready, and we're getting ready to do a taste test, but it smells good and looks good.
It's gotta be good.
Okay, Joe's putting a piece of cornbread in his. I think he's going to crumble it up in there. And I'm just going to eat mine without any bread. So, you ready to do a taste test?
I guess so.
Let's
Now
do
or
it.
never.
Yeah, that's right. Hot.
What do you think?
First bite's good. See what you think. Get some sweet potato, carrot, turnip, beans, celery, tomatoes. It's very good. I will say I don't think it is as good as when the deer meat was in it. What do you think?
It's good.
You like it like that?
Yeah, but I like with the meat in it
Better.
better.
Okay.
But this is really good.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. It's got a good flavor to it. Really tasty. Very flavorful. There's some sweet potato. You don't really taste the sweet potato with all the flavors going on in here. But it's a good, healthy soup and warming up our bones on a cold winter night, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is good. I'm thankful for it.
You're thankful for just about everything. And we do need to keep a grateful and thankful heart. And we've been reading a devotion book that Linda gave us that she really likes by David Wilkerson. And it was talking about worrying. And we shouldn't worry that the heathens do that who have no God. We've got a great and mighty God that's in control of everything. And there was a saying he said in that devotion, don't trouble till trouble troubles you. Then you will have double trouble. How'd that go? I'll have to get that and read it. Okay, this devotion book is by David Wilkerson called Dearly Beloved. And it is really good. I do recommend it. If you're looking for a gift for someone or just get it for yourself, this is really good. And it's just short little letters that he wrote that he starts out saying, Dearly Beloved. So at the end of this first one, talking about worry, it says, don't you trouble till trouble troubles you. You'll only double trouble and trouble others too. So I thought that was a good saying. But I may read some out of this book in our videos. But anyway, y'all have a good night.
I second it.
First week of the new year, and we're trusting in the Lord all the way. Good night. God bless you.
Amen.
Amen.